Agency headquarters.
Have you ever posted something online you later regretted? In the social media world we all live in today, sometimes our online behavior can get us into some trouble. A new survey from the legal website findlaw.com finds that 1 in 4 young adults fear that they'll get fired or turned down for a job because of their posts on social media. It's causing a lot of us, to take down those photos and those posts that could be questionable. Let's bring in D.C.-based attorney Bradley Scheer to talk about how to be smart with our social media accounts. Bradley, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So in my estimation, there are two sort of areas of concern here. You've got the emotionally charged posts, tweets, messages that you've got to be careful about, and then you've got ones that might be viewed as potentially unprofessional, right? Maybe those beach photos are too scantily clad. So let's take them one by one. Emotionally charged tweets, posts, messages, what's going too far?
Well, that's a great point. As far as the emotionally charged goes, there's a really good example of what happened in New York recently. After the George Zimmerman case, unfortunately, someone made a post that was considered terroristic, and it was considered a threat, and then this person was brought up on charges by the NYPD. So the moral of the story is, when you're emotionally charged about an issue, be very careful with what you post and when you post it, because you never know who is going to be looking at it.
What about personal photos? You're on the beach, you're on a vacation. Should you be careful about posting things that might be viewed by your boss as slightly unprofessional?
Oh, definitely. There's a whole bunch of stories out there about when people posting things that are personal and then they end up becoming so-called unprofessional. I mean, a perfect example is what happened recently with the Anthony Weiner case. It just came back up on the news, and he got in trouble once again for doing things of that nature.
Sure. All right, let's talk about taking posts down. Are you safe once you take it down, once you detag yourself, or do you think it could potentially still be out there?
It could still be out there. Anything that's online is always online. Once up there, it's somewhere out there. So you always have to be very careful, because it's always saved on some server somewhere.
What rights do your employers have? Can they go to you and ask you for your password to check out your personal social media accounts? Can a potential employer ask you to do that as part of the vetting process?
Well, I have good news to report that in the state of Maryland, they cannot do that. As of last year, Maryland became the first state in the country to ban that practice. And right now, at least 12 states have banned that practice, and there's approximately 36 states that have introduced legislation along with Congress. So hopefully, this type of legislation continues, and it helps with protecting personal privacy.
Sure. Final 10 seconds here. You say good news, but a lot of potential employers would say, I want to know what I'm getting. Right? If they've got a political persuasion, if they're not professional, I want to be able to check out that social media page. And you say?
Well, be careful for what you wish for, because if you're an employer and you find out something that could potentially cause an issue down the road, such as someone's protected class or status, and then you don't offer them the job, you could be sued.
Yeah, could have an HR problem. All right, Bradley Scheer, thanks for coming in tonight and weighing in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Sean, over to you.
All right, we have reached almost 100,000 friends on Facebook, and we ask for your help to get us to that mark. Today, like our MyFox DC Facebook page on Facebook and help us reach our goal. Once you get on the page, check out today's top headlines, weather, sports, and also feel free to leave us a comment.